States wants to be here. So tell us what happened. How did this all get to go?
When there's a crime argument, everybody wants to be in. So while you can sometimes have other avenues, what ends up happening, you have to scope it out. You have to find out.
I think that's a lot of actors. That's just too much chatter. Our phone is going to get lost.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rob and Peggy, knee neighbor.
We're outside the Supreme Court, where, of course, Peggy today was a frenetic and in many ways busy, certainly even tense at moments, got a little rough, a little dicey, yes. And of course, this is an opportunity for us to tell our folks how we actually gain entrance to the Supreme Court on a day like today, because it's not, on a day like today, a whole lot of people want to be in the Supreme Court, which makes it difficult to secure a seat. You started that process days out. Let's talk about that.
Give out our little secrets.
Oh, not all the secrets. I know some of them are top secret, but a little bit.
Well, what happens when there's a crime case, everybody wants to have a seat in the court. So usually what happens is we come out, scope out what's happening out here out front. There are people that wait days to get into the court, and that's what we do.
And people were camping out here on
Thursday night,
leading up to, of course, the Tuesday morning argument.
Exactly. So that's day and night. So if it's raining, if it's sun, if it's not, we come out to make sure that we have.
And we have to maintain a presence in line for that entire period.
We do.
Because, see, there are reserved seats in the court.
There are.
We won't say a lot about that. Just say that often we are given reserved seating.
Right.
But in this case, so many people were already committed to those seats that we had to actually wait in line.
You do.
And that meant days of waiting in line.
You do. And it's hard because you're outside. There's lots of other folks. Tensions are high. But we bring sandwiches out. We bring bottles of water out. We've offered coffee. This is when we open the Ministry Center up, the restroom, all kinds of things.
Yeah, because people are just out here literally camping. I mean, they were camping on this sidewalk all along here for days, and they need relief from the elements. They need relief with restrooms. They need food and water and so on. So, of course, our ministry center is right on the other side of the court here, so we're very nearby, and that allows us to help people who are out here, which you did with our team.
We did.
And you worked very hard. Then we got in line, and they hand out tickets. We took our places. They organized us. The Supreme Court Police Department. People get mixed up, who protects whom. The Supreme Court is not protected by the Secret Service or the U.S. Marshal Service or the FBI or the U.S. Capitol Police or even the Metropolitan Police. They have their own police department, the Supreme Court Police Department, and those officers were out here and they were handing out tickets.
They hand out tickets to several different lines, and you have to stay in those that particular order. They walk us up onto the plaza. You have to stay in that order. They're in the front. We want to make sure they're in the court.
Lazy buses. So say that again.
They want to make sure they're in the court. They've waited out here 4.5 days. They're sleeping.
And it was getting a little testy. And some people were thinking we were cutting in line. We had been there since Thursday night.
Right.
But people were pointing fingers. You're cutting in line. No, you're cutting in line. And people were elbowing each other. And it gets a little jostled. And everybody wants first position. But we got into the court. I was there for the arguments. You made that happen. Let me tell you, I will blow a secret here. Peggy should have been in that courtroom with me, but she graciously gave up her place for somebody else, and you deserve to be commended for that. Thank you, Peggy, because you tamped down some tensions by being very generous, very kind in that moment. So no matter what people are saying, she saved the day. And I was able to go and hear those arguments. We're going to be talking about those arguments, but you did a lot of work. Our folks did a lot of good work.
People should have been in there, and the more people get all reared up, you lose the ticket. And we don't want to do that after we get out there. So the greatest thing to do is step aside.
And a police officer said that to you.
He sure did, too.
He thanked you profusely because you relieved you were like a pressure valve on a hot water tank that was about to explode.
It's
And
exactly
you let that valve go, and everybody calmed down, and we were able to proceed it.
Absolutely
So you can't lose for being generous and kind, and that's just what Peggy did today.
That's
Thank
what we're
God
here
for
for.
that. Thank you, Peggy.